And so, we've reached our first ending, the knife ending. Sounds great, huh? Well, we're not going to think on that too long, because the next thing we see is the form of a ship, a countdown, and then an explosion. We're brought back to the beginning as we wake in the cabin as Junpei, with a door that's locked until we can seek a way out. Now, in the Nintendo DS original, this is where we would continue from. We would be able to fast forward through dialogue we've seen before, but in order to get back to choices we've not seen, we would need to replay through these escape room sequences. Obviously, having known the answers, they would go faster, but thankfully this was something they changed in the Millenary Games re-release. We get a flowchart, which means we can fast travel to any point we've previously been to, including decision points and escape room sections in order to get different results. So I'm not going to waste your time and get us right up to speed, as I do have an idea of where we should go next. Now, my choice might be a bit strange as first, because you might think we would go back to the beginning and go through door 5 this time, but instead I'm actually going to go back to our second door selection, where last time we went at door 8 with Clover and Lotus. This time, I want to discover Snake's body earlier. I want to go through door 3. The story up to this point is going to remain the same. We'll still have seen the Ninth Man explode, we'll still have gone through door number 4 with Lotus, June, and Santa, which means we still will explore the second-class cabins and the kitchen, hear about Futility and Ice 9 and all that fun stuff. But after we meet back up with everybody in the hospital room, after searching for the guts of the Reds, and then searching for Snake, we arrive here.
Sorry, Santa, but I still want to go through door 3.
What? That's nuts! You've got to be crazy! Why the hell are you so obsessed with that door?
I'm just curious about door 3, that's all.
That doesn't explain shit!
I've got a reason. I'd be happy to explain it to you if you'll just come with me. I'm curious about the red. 7, would you mind authenticating for me?
Why?
Please, just do it.
Happy?
Yeah, thanks. The number 7 has been entered into the red. Next is June. Please touch the red just like 7 did.
Jumpy, what are you trying to figure out?
Yep. I think I might have found another way out.
What?
Really?
Now please, June.
Oh, okay.
All right, the only people who haven't authenticated now are Santa, Clover, and Lotus.
So, what's your point?
You don't get it. Think about it.
Huh?
What's the sum of your number and Clover's?
12.
And what's the digital root of that?
3.
Which is Santa's number. By the way, Lotus, what's the number that's currently in the red?
7 plus 6 plus 5 equals 18. It would be 9, right?
Yes, and what will the digital root be if you add 3 to that?
3. The door's number.
There you go.
Hey, wait a minute. What the hell are you up to?
I'm not up to anything. I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
I'm waiting for the balance to shift. Santa, or Lotus and Clover. Once one of you moves, the others won't have a choice. So I'm waiting.
You son of a bitch! You tricked us! And all that stuff you were going on about is all bullshit!
Bullshit? No, I don't think so. Didn't I tell you I'd figured out another way to get out of here? This is it.
Why the hell would you do something like this?
Jumpy.
You did this just so you could go through the same door as June. That's it?
So, who's it going to be? Santa or Lotus and Clover?
Shit!
Let's go, Clover. Huh?
Fuck!
Oh, no, wait!
Ah! This is insane! This isn't right!
Yeah, well, you may be right, but... Go!
No.
You son of a bitch, Junpei! This isn't fair! Do you realize what you just did? You leave them out there, and they can't...
Shut it! That's enough! We gotta find the dead or none of this is gonna matter! We got less than a minute left. No time for screwing around. Get moving!
Damn it! You and I are not done yet, bastard! Where the hell is it?
Over there! It's gotta be behind the door!
Damn, it's pitch dark inside.
Can't see a thing!
No, wait! I found it! The dead's right over here! Oh! What? The floor's slippery!
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
There's something...
Get over there!
What the... What the hell is this smell? This is vile. I'm gonna puke.
Oh, you're right. Oh, this is...
Let's get the lights on first. There's a switch over here. Okay, guys, I'm flipping it on.
What?
Hey,
Oh, this is... Looks like an explosion. Just like the Ninth Man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
it's definitely an open fracture.
The face is the worst.
Yeah, you can't even tell who it is.
But the clothes are...
Is that... Snake?
Oh my god. Why did this happen?
No! 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 No!
Stop! Calm down. Hey!
Please! Get me out of here! You have to let me out of here! Why are you doing these horrible things to us? What did we do to deserve this?
June.
Get me out of here! Please! Please! Just let me out!
June. Calm down.
No! Get off of me! Let me go! Let me go!
Please, calm down. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright, June. It's going to be okay, Connie. I'll be here with you, okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Do you feel better?
Yes, but I'd like to stay here. For a little while, at least. Jumpy's body is so warm.
Now, behind door 3, we get to explore the shower room in total. The shower room is one big rectangular room with tiled walls and floors. The room has a series of 4 to 5 shower heads lining one side of the wall. Junpei managed to examine it for long enough to know most of the state of the body, including how the explosion threw the left arm hard enough that it broke the bone and smashed the bracelet into pieces. After picking up the broom in the utility stall, June will speak up.
The rabbit hutch.
Huh?
Oh, you just reminded me of it. The rabbit hutch, I mean.
How did I remind you of something like that?
Jumpy and the broom. You're always playing around with the broom in front of the rabbit hutch.
I was.
Don't you remember? You mean, you don't remember that summer either?
Of course I remember. How could I forget something like that? It was terrible.
I just kept crying and crying until you came over. You held my hand, and you looked very serious, and you said, "Don't cry. I'm going to catch the person who did this." After you told me that, I finally stopped crying.
Well, the real fun started after you quit crying. You told me we were going to catch the killer together.
Then we decided that we'd ambush them.
Yeah, I remember. But the murderer never showed up. We waited for them all summer vacation, and they never showed up.
Yeah, but the animals didn't get attacked either. I think all that work amounted to something, you know?
Although, you know, if you think about it, we were probably taking on a lot more than we could handle.
What do you mean?
Oh, come on, we were just kids. If whoever killed the rabbits had actually showed up, they probably would have had a knife or something. I mean, you must have been pretty worried, right?
I wasn't worried. Because you were there with me. Well, you know, no one else wanted to take care of the animals. I was the only one who asked to do it at first.
Yeah, well, boys don't really want to bother with taking care of animals, you know.
Well, yeah, but you asked to do it after I did, didn't you?
If it wasn't the rabbits, they were going to make me do something else. You know how that school was. I figured it'd be better if I was working with somebody who wasn't too much of a loudmouth, right? Somebody who wasn't going to tell on me if I felt like blowing it off.
Really? That's why you volunteered?
Yeah, it is.
Really?
Of course. We don't really have time to be walking down memory lane like this, you know? We've got to figure out a way out of this room. Otherwise...
Yes. I'm gonna look over there.
I should get back to it myself. Ah! That's right. The pool of blood. Going on and on about old times right next to a corpse? What were we doing? Well, maybe it was because we're in this mess. I have to survive, no matter the cost. I need to make sure she gets out too.
While unscrewing the thermometer, Santa will strike up a conversation with Junpei, speaking rather cryptically on the temperature.
No, I can't say I ever thought about that.
At 107 degrees, the cells in the human body start to die, and the organs begin to shut down. The proteins in your cells start to harden. It's like when you hard-boil an egg. Even if you cool it down afterwards, it won't go back to being a raw egg. In other words, it's dead. That's why thermometers don't go past 107. There's no point.
Oh yeah?
But it's pretty rare for a fever to get that high. Even viruses and stuff don't usually drive the body temperature up to 107. Of course, there are other external things that could.
Like what?
Well, let's see. Something like getting locked in a sauna. Or getting thrown into an incinerator and burnt to death.
Yeah, I guess that would get a little hotter than 107 degrees Fahrenheit.
Now, the puzzle of this room's pretty cool. We combine the broom with the toilet paper to reveal a side-tail cipher, where the act of rolling the paper and then writing where the papers overlapped here. And throughout all of this, we know from previous branch that the reward from this room is the Mercury keycard, which we used to previously access door 2. Now, before we move on, there is one message here that's kind of cute that I did want to mention. It's a tin bucket. Hey, Jumpy, do you remember back in elementary school when you spilled all of our paint across the whole classroom? They made you clean it up, and all they gave you was a sponge and a bucket just like this? Hey, come on now. Can we just leave the past in the past? Once we get out of there, we regroup with the others back in the hospital room. This time we've come out of the unmarked door that Seven had previously propped open with the screwdriver. He's done so this time here as well, but we align with the group on basically all the same things we did last time, with the addition of Snake's corpse. We even have the same talk about Zero being one of us again. From here on out, the bell rings once again, we have 3 hours left once again, and now we begin our search using our newfound keys, and we are headed to the number 2 door. Going into door 3 guarantees us a slot in door 2, with Seven and Lotus. In here, we find the confinement room. The confinement room isn't so much a room as more a short hallway with several rooms, sort of like the cabins we discovered back in door 4. The hallway branches into 2 with 3 doors to the left, 1 to the right, and a door at the very end that's unable to be opened. The 3 rooms to the left are simple rooms, holding an old dirty bed that's even worse than a third-class cabin, a sink, small mirror, divider that gives little privacy to the toilet at the back of the room. The leftmost and middle rooms are mirror images of one another, and the third door leads to a similar room, where the only notable exception was the lack of light, save a single shaft down the middle. The locked door at the end has the word emergence spelled out with tiles on the door, and upon finding the dead, the group decides to split up to search the individual rooms of the short hallway. Seven to the leftmost rooms, and Lotus to the middle room, while Junpei jumps between the 3. He picks up the towel from the sink and leans around to see Seven kneeling on the floor, his face pale.
Are you okay, man? You're sweating like crazy. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just got a little dizzy, that's all.
That's definitely more than just a little dizzy. Are you sure? You don't look so good.
What am I doing here?
Huh? What are you talking about? We opened the number 2 door and walked in here. Don't tell me you forgot.
No, that's not what I mean. It ain't much, but I think some of my memories came back. I think I've been here before.
Huh?
I said I've been in this room before.
You were here? When? Why?
Aoi. Lai Nona.
What the hell was that?
It's right there. I feel like I'm this close to remembering everything, but I just can't. That's right, an experiment. There was some kind of experiment going on this ship.
An experiment? What sort of experiment?
They were trying to control people. Or something like that.
What the hell are you talking about?
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment, I mean. I think there were 4 or 5 more, but I don't remember all their names. Yeah, that's right. That's why I'm here. Experiment. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Those kidnapped kids. Was I working that case?
Huh?
Wait, under this bed. The home's gone? No, maybe it was a different room. There's gotta be a ton of rooms on this boat that look just like this one.
Hey, what exactly do you remember? Maybe you could stop talking like a crazy person and tell me what's going on here.
Well, it's not like I really remember everything. I've only got bits and pieces, and they're scattered and don't make much sense.
I don't care. Tell me the bits and pieces then.
Okay. From what I can remember, I think I was a cop.
A cop?
Yeah. I was looking for that group of kids that got kidnapped 9 years ago. You remember that, right? It was all over the news.
Yeah, I was still in school. I don't remember all the details, but I do remember some of it. I think it was a bunch of kids right around my age. They all just disappeared. Nobody knew why. It was all over TV and the newspapers every day. So you're saying you were investigating it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And I guess I found something. There was this medical company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals that had something to do with those kids. After I figured that out, I managed to get some information out of somebody who worked for them. I think it was...
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Yeah, that had to been it. That's why I went to the wharf. In the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There was a bunch of movement near it. Men in black suits, many of them carrying large bags. Bags. There was something about the way they moved as they were carried. No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it. I came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand. Don't move. I felt metal touch the back of my head. Drop the gun. He kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. Did what he said and laid my gun on the ground. Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle. A drug? That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that. I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it! Shit, my head hurts. Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink, a toilet with no privacy. I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but... it won't open. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed, and sat down. I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying. But I could hear one. It was pretty high, probably a little kid. Huh? No, it was several. I hear 5, or 6, maybe more. Where? Where are they coming from? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it. Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over. And there it was. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from. Hold up. Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship? It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit? I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then... Yeah! How do you like that, you son of a bitch? I finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside.
Hey, what happened after that?
I don't remember what happens after that. I think I found some kind of door out of the duct. And I think I found some kids, too. Not good. Why can't I remember what happened next?
Ah, man, what happened to the kids, Seven? Did you save them?
I don't know. I don't know if it was me. I've got this feeling. I think one of the kids died. A girl, I think.
Huh?
Anyway, just please don't ask me anymore, okay? I really don't remember anything else.
It's fine. Don't push yourself. Going by what he said, the children who had been kidnapped 9 years before, apparently a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals had been behind it all. They'd taken the children to the same ship we're on now. They'd been brought here for an experiment. Seven said it had something to do with controlling human beings. The 16 children who had been kidnapped were the subjects. Seven had said 3 of their names were Aoi, Light, and Nona. I think that's all I got. Oh, and Seven is, or was at some point, a cop. I can't really use any of this information anyway. I didn't learn anything about the Nonary game or Zero. Why were we brought to the same ship where they'd done those experiments 9 years ago? And just what the heck is this about controlling human beings? That's nuts. Did they really conduct an experiment like that? I don't have time to just stand here thinking. I need to get moving.
Wow, that's kind of important. With that knowledge, we gather all 4 tiles from the rooms. The minigame can be played to open the exit. And the door on the right hallway has the word emergent spelled out with tiles of the same size, so we just have to move these tiles around in order to unlock the door. We just have to replace all the E's with tiles that he's gathered. Now, before we move on, interesting exchange time. If we examine the ceiling in the hallway, it's a ceiling. I've seen a lot of ceilings in my time. I'd say this one rates about a 3.5. If we examine the desk in the rightmost room from the drawer view, there's nothing special about the desk, although I'm sure the parents thought differently. If we search the drawer without a handle, a drawer with a mirror in the back of it, huh? Don't think it'll do us any good here. Well, you use a mirror to reflect things. Can you think of any other uses for it? Well, if you ask Lotus, she'd probably tell you it'd be real shiny and pretty if we broke it. Then if we do the same in the middle room. If you take the handle off, it's just a big mirror. Usually you'd use a mirror to reflect something, but I can't see how that'd help us here. What else can I do with it? Well, it'd be really pretty if we shattered it. Next, after this, we move to the torture room. Great! This room is trapezoid-shaped with a chair in the center. A device for the chair's use is directly next to it, and a rectangular glass is directly underneath the chair. It is initially too dark to see through, but the space below is eventually filled with water, and thus makes the glass see-through. A small table with many rusty tools and a brand new wrench is to the right of the chair. Part of the puzzle necessary to leaving the room, one of the three must be subject in the brain experiment. As 7 is too large to fit in the chair, only Lotus and Junpei are eligible subjects. Lotus volunteers to be the subject, and Junpei unsuccessfully tries to convince her not to. She hesitates before she gets into the chair.
Look, do you think you could do me one last favor?
Don't say last.
You're making me nervous.
Just listen. If something happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters. Tell them that I loved them very much. No, tell them that I will always love them.
Daughters?
You've got kids?
Yes, I do. I suppose they're about your age, Junpei. They're twins. I had them when I was young after... well, some things happened. Their names are Nona and...
Wait! Nona?
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment.
But what the hell? What's wrong with you?
Oh. No way. It couldn't. Lotus, is your last name Kashiwabara?
How do you know that?
Are you serious? What the hell is this? There's no way you're that kid's mom.
That kid? Wait, what do you mean, that kid? Why are you acting like you've met her?
I have.
What?
Yeah, I met one of your kids.
When?
9 years ago.
Where?
On this ship.
Why were you...
It's not a short story.
Look, I don't care how long it is. Tell me, please, what happened here?
Fine, I'll tell you. But... And then... That was when... From there... It looked like... Just as if... Finally... That's all I remember from 9 years ago.
Oh my God. Everything I've been looking for the last 9 years. The person who had all the answers was right here.
Looking for?
Yes, that's right. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared. Then 9 days later, they came back. They never told me what happened to them over those 9 days. I took them to the doctor, but I was told they hadn't been hurt in any way. Still, I was sure that they had been through something terrible. So I couldn't bring myself to force them to talk about it. If I did, then I'd force them to relive whatever horrors they'd been through. I didn't have any choice. I had to try and ignore it and move on.
Oh.
A few months passed. Gradually, they started to act like they always had, before they disappeared. They smiled and made jokes and did all the silly things kids do. It got harder and harder for me to ask them about what happened. How could I ask them to remember that? Eventually, I knew there was no way I could do it. But I'm still a mother. I couldn't simply forget that something terrible had happened to my children. So I decided I would investigate what happened on my own. I would find out what happened during those 9 missing days.
What did you find out?
Nothing. The police pretended to be concerned, but they didn't do anything. Once the 16 children who'd gone missing came back, things were just... Even the media didn't talk about what had happened. I figured someone was probably paying or threatening them to keep their mouths shut.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals. No, probably something even bigger than that.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Have you heard of them before?
No. It's the first time I've ever heard that name. 7. How did you find out that Cradle Pharmaceuticals was connected to the kidnappings in the first place?
I figured finding out whatever the victims had in common would lead me to the culprit. That's what any good cop does.
What did they have in common?
Every single one of the kids who disappeared had gone to this one hospital at some point. The hospital was one of a bunch that were under the control of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. After that, it was just about connecting the dots.
The hospital.
The hospital.
And for a while, I was trying to get some kind of information out of the kids at the hospital. One of them told a weird story.
What was it?
Have you heard about the Gansfeld experiment? I guess all these kids had to go through it while they were at the hospital. I think it was passed off as some sort of counseling.
What did you call it again?
Oh, the Gansfeld experiment. This is how it's set up. First, subjects Q and A are put into separate rooms, far away from one another. Then a series of video images are shown to subject Q, who is told to send the images to subject A by thinking about them. Subject A, on the other hand, is put in a large reclining chair and given a blindfold. With their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what images Q is looking at.
Oh, yes, I've heard of that. It's a famous telepathy experiment, isn't it?
Telepathy. That's how the experiment on this ship was supposed to work.
The experiment to control people, right?
Yeah. I don't know if any of the telepathy stuff really exists, but maybe someone from Cradle Pharmaceuticals bought into it.
Even if that is the case, I still don't get how that has anything to do with any of this. The notary game, Zero, why we were kidnapped. What does any of that have to do with telepathy? I know I brought all this up, but I have no idea. Maybe none of this stuff is connected after all.
No subject has been detected. Unless a subject is detected within 60 seconds, all power will be shut down. System recovery is estimated to take 1 hour. If you wish to proceed with the experiment, please seat subject in the restraining device.
Whoa, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going.
Oh, no, that's not what we...
Just hurry up and get it over with. Junpei, I'm counting on you.
Right. Lotus, please, tell me right away if you feel anything weird.
You worry too much. Now get on with it and be a man, or June's gonna leave you.
Lotus. Okay, let's do this.
Now, this puzzle is annoying. In the original version on the DS, the player must make the bottom screen match the top screen. Now, this has been changed with the Notary Games release, where all should be on except for the bottom left button. And I tell you, this confused me for hours because I was going off of muscle memory of the DS version. Whew, boy. Well, with that, we get out of here, and we take the sun key we found, and head back out to find ourselves at the Grand Central Staircase.
Oh, what? Why?
What the hell? What the hell happened? Clover. Nothing. She's dead.
Hey, what are you doing?
The key! Get me the sun key!
Why?
Why do you think? We have to get out of here before the murderer comes back!
The murderer?
Give it to me! Let's go! Open! Why?
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. I didn't feel it unlock.
Oh no. Is it the wrong key?
I don't know. Maybe. It's open.
What the hell is this?
Wait, you mean the door was already unlocked?
Why?
And how would I know that? Whatever, let's just go.
What the hell is this door? I can't see anything that looks like a doorknob or switch or lever or card reader or anything. How the fuck are we supposed to open this?
We don't have a choice. We're gonna have to go back.
No, I'm not going back there. There is a murderer back there.
But I don't see any other doors.
No way.
It opened by itself.
It's an automatic door?
Look, guys, I've got a really bad feeling about all this. The other doors were already unlocked, and this one's automatic. We haven't seen anything like this before.
Bad feeling. We've hit bottom. This can't get any worse. Shit!
Hey, Junpei!
I can't take this anymore. No one can. No. It's a lie. It's gotta be. This can't be real. No. It's impossible. If it's a dream, just wake up already. Someone please tell me it's all just a joke. I'm imagining things. Yep, that's it. This is all obviously a lie. It's a big, elaborate trick. An illusion or something, or a dream. It's made up. Ah! Ah! Connie! Connie, hang on! Connie!
Jumpy?
Oh, man. Connie, there's so much blood. What the hell happened to you? How did this happen?
Jumpy, I'm sorry. I might not make it.
No way. I am going to let you die. I am going to save you. I promise.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much for everything. I was really happy to see you again, Jumpy. Really happy.
Oh, don't give me that I was crap. You're going to see me again lots more times. You just got to hang on. All right, Connie? You...
Ow, what can I do? Damn it! What's that? A submarine? What on earth is a submarine doing here? That's it! Hang on, alright? There's a submarine over there. I'm gonna go see if it works.
No! Don't go! Please, don't go! Please, just stay with me, okay? I want to be close to you, Jumpy. When I...
Connie.
Jumpy, did you know you meant a lot to me when we were kids? I've liked you for a long time, Junpei. A really long time. Jumpy, do you remember how we hung out a lot when we were kids? We went to the pool and to the fair. Do you remember playing snowball at the school? They're all memories I'll never forget. All of those moments are treasures to me. But I also wanted to go to a lot of other places with you. A lot more. But that won't happen now.
No. I mean, yes. Yes, it will happen. We'll go all sorts of places, Connie. You hear me? I promise. We'll go wherever you want.
Really?
Yeah, really. I swear.
That makes me happy. Really happy. Jumpy. I feel sleepy.
No, Connie, don't fall asleep.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much.
Connie! 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 $5 o'clock.